Alright, good morning folks, how are we doing today? I hope you had a good May 4th, hope you all geeked out. If you're Star Wars fans, if you're not, I'm just really sorry. So my name is Wyatt, I'm currently a senior in college right now, studying politics, and I'm starting this web series, hopefully it picks up traction. I'm starting this web series because every day I hear my teachers propagating leftism and the lies that surround it, and just the mindset behind that. Every day with anything you can expect, and just constant either conservative bashing or Trump bashing or Republican bashing. And I have nothing against free speech, nor nothing against free speech in the classroom. However, when every day you walk in and you're in an environment of really just leftism, an environment of liberal ideas and liberal thought, and then when your beliefs might feel like they are against the beliefs of those around you or against the beliefs of your professors, however that's what you do believe or you're not quite sure how to defend them. I've learned through reading a lot and through doing a lot of research and through really paying attention to the things that my teachers have said, I've learned how to combat them in the classroom and how to really speak towards other students and towards my teachers themselves and my professors, so that now it's coming to a point where I actually have allies in my classrooms and friends in my classrooms who thought the way I did, or thought maybe just not the way of my teacher and all their student pets that believe everything they say. And now it's actually come to more constructive criticism and constructive arguments in my classroom. So the whole point of the show is just to say that you're not alone in the class, and obviously you're not alone, and I'm sure many of you might have friends in classrooms that agree with you, or at least don't completely agree with the teacher and the narrative that the teacher sets out, whether they're doing it subconsciously or not. And I just want to show y'all and try to help y'all on how to really combat leftism and combat your teachers, and to be respectful in doing so, but do it effectively and do it with facts behind you, and do it in a way so that those around you, not necessarily those that are totally on the other side of your belief system, but those that are wondering, those are still trying to figure out what they believe, or they hear something that they don't think it's right, but they don't know anything to fight against it. They don't understand why it wouldn't be right, so they just go along with it. And at some point, if that keeps getting pushed and pushed and pushed in their head, they will believe it, or they will their paradigm of this world will be affected by it. And so I just want to show y'all on really how to argue with your teachers, and how to effectively argue with them, and respectfully argue with them, respectfully argue with, debate with your classmates as well, so that those that are listening can hopefully be persuaded, or at least can be shown that there's different viewpoints in this world, and that just because they hear a certain one every time they walk into that classroom, or just because they might feel anxious or pressured to believe in what the teacher is saying, it doesn't mean it's right. And even if their opinions are wrong, at least to have the confidence to speak out about them, because that is how people grow smarter, and that is how ideas, good ideas and bad ideas, are combed through to see which ones actually work and which ones are actually right and hold to facts and statistics and historical data. So I want to really focus on a few things. The point of the show is to focus on what is said within the classroom, whether it's through lessons that I sit through, or whether it's through contemporary issues that happen outside of the classroom, such as Trump bombing Syrian airfields, or this new Trump care bill that everyone's celebrating that's supposed to be so great, which really doesn't appeal to Obamacare today. And whatever it is, however it seeps back in the classroom, I want to show that to y'all, so you see just how teachers not only express their views, whether subconsciously or not, but what they're teaching and what lies and what crap that they're trying to shove down our throats. And really, in the end, a lot of it comes down to just tugging at your emotions. And I really want to help show y'all that kind of what hopefully some of y'all watch, or maybe who some of y'all watch is Ben Shapiro, that facts don't care about your feelings. And to show you that, hey, you might feel a certain way, but that doesn't mean just because you act on those feelings that you're acting on it the right way. So just to kick off today real quick, I want to really talk about, and my teacher brought this up in my globalization, gender, democratization class, That's my fault. I understand. Total feminist class, total feminist teacher. That's okay. Though sometimes you just gotta roll with those punches. She likes to talk a lot about the inequality of women and inequality of women in the workforce all around the world. She'll focus upon countries such as Singapore and countries in, you know, the South Asian, South Chinese Sea and all, and that whole region of the world. However, when they turn their sights onto America, onto the U.S., right now their big tool is just whatever Trump does. Is that now, since Republicans hold the House and the Senate and the presidency, now they think that, well, women's rights are gonna be swaying the other way, as if somehow whenever liberals are in office, women's rights expand, and then Republicans are in office, they decrease because Republicans are against abortion for the most part, and because they're more for merit and not equality due to quotas or material equality. So I wanted to focus on that for just a couple moments, really just to dispel any sort of false fallacies that my teacher said. So my teacher, she's one of these teachers where she literally walked in the Women's March, like with all the pink PUSSY hats, and she's like 75. How she does it, I don't know. I'll take my hat off to her. However, she's one of those kind of teachers, and you know, marched in the science march. She's a total activist all the way. However, she just let me speak in the classroom, and that is what's good. As long as your teachers let you speak, no matter how wacko they are, you can try to persuade those around you, or at least the ones who semi-agree with you or don't agree with the teacher, you can give them the confidence to speak up to, which is what I've seen when I've spoken up, excuse me. So to focus in on the inequality with women, real quick, what she always goes back to, a point that she always goes back to, is how men make more, or the different gender roles, or the Fordist, you know, gender roles of men go out and work and women stay home, and then how it's changed. And I really just want to focus in on that for the rest of this short show. This is a study from Time Magazine, posted on Time Magazine. However, the study comes from James Chung of Reach Advisors. I know this was talked about a few weeks ago, so I don't mean to be behind the news, but like I said, I'm just trying to connect data and statistics from issues that are spoken of inside of the classroom. And it's always important to have statistics, have facts ready, and please do not use statistics that you are not confident in. If you're not confident, let it go. There will always be another time to debate your teachers or debate your fellow students. It's okay. Trust me. There's been many times, especially in a feminist class like this, when we'll be able to come back to it. So here it is. James Chung from Reach Advisors. They spent over a year analyzing data from the Census Bureau. This is off of time.com, by the way. That out of 147 to 150 biggest cities in the U.S., young, unmarried, single, childless women actually make more than men. They make more than men. 157 to 150 biggest cities in the U.S. That's absolutely crazy. And yet we're still hearing about how there's some sort of patriarchy that just keeps women down, and how somehow we're such an unequal playing field when it comes to the two genders. And yes, there's only two genders. I'm sorry for all y'all who are coming here for thinking there are any more than those. And then if you want to go into the Washington Examiner, there's a study right here that came out from the American Enterprise Institute. Now, of course, American Enterprise Institute leans right. However, this is a very good study. They have a link to the charts, a lot of them charts, and it's compiled from government sources as well. So it's not as if they just, you know, threw in their ideology in there and then some numbers, like some places like to do, like Vox or Salon.com, because those places are trash. So right here, women earned more degrees than men and made up a majority of degrees in 7 out of 11 different fields. But the fields where men outnumbered women are some of the highest paid ones, including business, engineering, mathematics, and physical sciences. Women, however, outnumbered men in majors such as arts and humanities, education, and social sciences. So when you hear this false statistic of, and by the way, I just want you to know, the false statistic of the 70 is it 78 cents now, 77 cents now? It seems to always move up a cent. Is what they do is they take the average mean of salary from every male in the country, an average mean of salary from every woman in the country, working man and woman, and they literally just divide that and try to find out, well, how much is one making towards the other when it comes to the amount of a dollar. And they find that women make 77 cents on the dollar to a male. And that's absolutely wrong when you want to throw in these statistics, especially when you see that women garner more degrees, not only in bachelor's, but master's and doctoral degrees. When women garner more, and have been garnering more for the past 7 years straight, this is also coming from Washington Examiner. Women earned more doctoral degrees than men in 2015. The 7th year in a row this has occurred. The 7th year in a row that this has occurred. And yet somehow the wage gap isn't being fixed. Well, probably because the wage gap is crap. And you can't just take up such a broad study like that and then use that, which is what my teachers likes to use. And so I just wanted to focus on this today and I thought this would be a good thing to kick off to show you that, hey, I'm going to use statistics. I'm going to show you my sources as much as I can. And if I don't, please message me or message on the video below, and I'll post them. And then you can give me scrutiny over that if you'd like. However, I'm always going to stay honest to my sources because I'm not just trying to shove my ideology down your throat. I'm trying to show you that what my teachers say, and then how it affects the students around me, what other students may say in the classroom. And of course, there's those students in the front to say, yes, 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 oh my God, Trump's so horrible, he's evil, he's the devil. You know, Marine Le Pen's the devil now, apparently, which she would be France's first prime minister, by the way. So that's a funny one right there. I want to see how they can eat themselves up in that whole intersectionality mess. Anyways, I'm going to wrap up my first show here, folks. Just know that when you hear the 77 cents on the dollar thing, that is crap, especially when it comes down to the fact that men just happen to go for the fields that earn more money and that take longer schooling. Not only that, even when men and women go towards more medical focused fields, men overwhelmingly go for becoming doctors more than women do. Men become doctors more than women do. Women tend to go more towards becoming a nurse, which obviously doctors are paid a lot more because there's a lot more schooling. So you really have to just pilfer through all of that and find out what's crap and what's not. And when you find out that women are graduating more than men, and when young single, women are making more than men in 147, 150 biggest cities, well, that's crazy as well. That, if anything, that shows a decline of men in their productivity. Then it really does show. Then it shows that women are being oppressed. That's just absolute crap. So you have to weave through those fallacies, and you just have to know that it comes down to the facts of women graduate more, yet they graduate in fields that are not as desired when it comes to the economy, when it comes to higher salaries. And now right now a lot of them are making more because it seems as if because they do graduate more, therefore they are able to get a better job in general with a degree, I would suspect. However, it does show that possibly men have become less productive in general. And maybe women have come to fill that suit, and that's awesome. That's great. I don't work off quotas, though. I work off of merit. And so we're just going to be focusing on topics like this and obviously contemporary issues as well. And so I just want to thank you so much if you joined me today, and I will have another video out soon. My name is Wyatt. I'm the college conservative, and I hope to see you soon.